Good morning, Centurion. I'm your host, Caitlin Simmons, and you're watching We Are Centurion TV. Today here on The Breakfast Show, we have a very special guest, Dr. Tarina van Noordwyk. Welcome.
Thank you so much, Caitlin. Thank you for having me.
She is a local vet here in the Centurion area, and we are very lucky to have her on the show once again today. If you missed last week's episode, we were also talking to her about common toxicities that is found in and around your house that you need to be careful with your pets, what they can eat and how to avoid them, some things to take out, and also what to do if they do come into contact with these items. So thank you once again for that. If you missed it, it is on our channel on We Are Centurion TV on YouTube, and you can go and check out last week's episode. So today we are going to be also talking about our pets, of course. Recently there's been quite a lot of thunderstorms in the area, and I know even my dogs get quite scared sometimes when the rain comes. I know my one dog loves to lie in the kitchen, and he looks very sad when the thunderstorms are happening. How does it affect our pets, and why are they also more sensitive to the sounds of the thunderstorms, and what can we do when there are thunderstorms to keep them happy and keep them safe?
So, Caitlin, our pets are like our domestic dogs and cats. They have extremely well-developed hearing. They can hear much higher frequencies and lower frequencies than we can. So they can often hear thunder when it's still very, very far away. And that already can cause them to become extremely anxious. They can also start feeling the change in pressure around in the air when a thunderstorm is coming closer. So they're extremely intelligent, extremely sensitive to all sorts of sounds. Now you can just imagine if thunder is so loud for us, how it must be for their little ears. So that's actually, I'm very glad we're speaking about this, because it's a common problem that we see, especially this time of the year. We see lots and lots of pets that are very anxious and stressed during thunderstorms, and we also see a lot of pets that have been lost due to running away from thunder. So I actually would love to chat about maybe some things that we can do at home to try and keep them calmer during these thunderstorm episodes. Basic things that we can start off with. Now, this might be difficult if it's already an older doggy or an older cat, because it might already be so embedded in their little bodies, the fear that they have for thunder, that a little bit stronger, like a stronger alternative might be necessary. But if it's a young puppy and it's still very new for him, thunder, then maybe I would recommend starting to see if you can play a game. When thunder starts, start playing a game, get some toys out, run around a little bit, distract him from the noise. And sooner or later, he might start associating thunder with a little bit of a play date. Okay, so if it's a young patient, that's definitely something to consider. Also, I would definitely put on a fan if you can. If we have power, that would be great. So put on a fan, maybe also a TV in the background, just to dim out the noise, close the curtains to just prevent the lightning strikes, because they're also very sensitive, their eyes as well. So I would try and just block off that area as much as possible and just distract them from that specific event. That's the basic, I would start off with, a basic protocol. But then there are some calming medication that you can buy over the counter that's really safe. You'll get it at most of your pet shops. You'll be able to find some products. And I would say definitely it's good to start with something like that and see if that doesn't also just take the edge off a little bit of your patient or your doggy or your cat. But it is important to know that sometimes they can be super sensitive and already so stressed that something stronger might be necessary. So that's then when we as vets start giving like your fluoxetine or medication that might just help to calm them down a little bit. It is just really important that the patient gets a little bit of a checkup with a vet. And it's not to be funny, but we have to make sure that the heart is okay. We have to do a general check maybe if possible check the liver and the kidneys, because some of these products or your Valiums, or it does get excreted by your organs, so you have to make sure that the patient is in general healthy and we're not causing more problems if we start giving medication. So that would be the one thing. And then you do get thunder shits. It's a little jacket that you can put on, and it's based on some science by Dr. Temple Grandin. She was a behaviorist, and she did a lot of research, and she actually found that when they have a little bit of a jacket on, it helps to calm pets down. So it's based on that theory. So you can maybe invest in like a thunder shirt and see if the patient is a little bit calmer. And then the last resort, I would say, maybe go and see go for a behavioral consult. That's definitely something to consider.
Okay, thank you so much, because I know a lot of animals do get affected by the weather, and it's nice also, I think, if we go out and distract them and just take their concentration somewhere else, just play with them. And I love the thunder shirt idea. I think it's them feeling like they have a warm little hug around them, and they feel like they're protected. And I think that's also one of the reasons maybe why, because when you hear such a loud noise, you can feel scared, and just with us as well. So I think then being distracted by playing, or feeling a little bit more protected, or just some extra love and extra hugs when that happens, I think that'll help them really. And I assume this is the same with like fireworks and things?
Yes, it's pretty much the same. Definitely. And something I just would like to mention is often during these loud noise periods, we find pets running in the streets. Shame, they don't know where they are. We've often had patients coming in with lacerations and wounds and just trying to get away from this terrible noise. So if you find a pet running around in the street and you are a little bit uncomfortable, you may be a little bit scared that the doggy or the cat might bite, then I would recommend maybe taking a photo and make sure that you have the exact place where you saw the patient, the time you saw him, and also perhaps leave your number on some of your community groups and see if you can't find the owner in that way. Alternatively, maybe take the pet in, bring him to the closest vet so that we can do a microchip scan and see if the patient has a microchip. And that's also something I would really encourage you guys to invest in, as a microchip. We often find pets, and it's so easy. If you have a microchip number, you can quickly put it in a computerized system, and it spits out the owner's details, and then you reunite it with your fur baby. So that's definitely something, and it's not in general that expensive to do. I think it's worth it. But yes, otherwise, please take photos or take the little animal to the vet.
Thank you. I think first and foremost to make sure that our homes are secure so that they can't get out in the first place, and then when there are thunderstorms or firecrackers or these kinds of things, to make sure that they're safe and we're spending time with them. I think that's very important. And then, yes, if you do find a little old doggy running around the streets, like she said, take a photo or take them to your vet. They are quite they're quite good at then sending out the information and, like you say, reuniting them with their fur parents.
Yes.
And then also, yes, the microchip and stuff. Is there anything else you would like to add to that?
Maybe just lastly is just to really consider medical aid, because we often find, like I say, these pets coming in with lacerations, and it just really helps so much to have, even if it's just basic accidental cover, it really makes such a big difference in the end. So that's something I would recommend looking into. Yeah.
Well, there you have it. Thank you so much for Dr. Tarina for joining us once again. And if you did miss last week's episode where she spoke all about common toxicities in and around your home, go and check that out on our YouTube channel at We Are Centurion TV. Go subscribe, send it to your friends and your family, share the channel. We are a community channel, and it really does help us quite a lot if you share it, and we would love to have everyone involved in this channel, so we can have wonderful guests such as Dr. Karina here with us again. So if you also have any stories that you would like to share with us on the channel, or anything you would like us to be highlighted, or you would like to come and be a guest on our shows, you can send us an email at stories@wearecenturion.co.za. I think it will be on our social platforms also, so go and follow us there on Instagram, TikTok and Facebook at We Are Centurion TV, where all our information, all our emails are there. You can either send us a message on socials, or you can just email us, and you can become part of a community here in Centurion. So once again, thank you for everyone for watching this episode of The Breakfast Show, and thank you once again for Dr. Karina for being here with us.
Thank you so much.
Educated, inspired, or entertained. Thank you so much, guys. And we will be live on weekdays at 8 o'clock in the morning, so be sure to turn on the notifications so you don't miss any episodes. Once again, thank you everyone
so
for
much
being
once
here.
again.
See you tomorrow.
Thank you. Thank you.